Here we are with one of the favorite topics of internet-y videos. Snakes having fights. I mean, who doesn't enjoy a good reptile battle? Especially when that particular reptile underestimates the situation and decides to get involved with an animal that gives it a surprise beating. That's a satisfying result for everyone. Except usually the naughty bad snake, that is. Here are times snakes messed with the wrong opponent. Number 5. Unbelievable Mantis versus Snake. Now, we're no doubt aware that snakes will happily swallow down all kinds of prey. They're not especially picky eaters, but when it comes to what will eat a snake, surely there are fewer creatures that are willing to take on the slippery serpent, what with all the dangers that entails. The snake does have a few surprising mortal enemies though, one of which is the small but super creepy praying mantis. Even though they're often many times smaller than their chosen prey, these insects are not actually shy. In fact, they are rather partial to a snake supper. Given their small size, it should be obvious that mantis are most likely to take on a relatively small snake, but even then it's no mean feat. Snakes are fast, and they bite, and they're notoriously wriggly and famously slippery customers. So just exactly how does the mantis even approach this seemingly mammoth task? Well, they have a bunch of special skills. Mantis are masters of disguise, spending most of their time being very still and blending in with their environment. So they always have the element of surprise when jumping a snake. They're also extremely fast and have ninja-like reflexes, able to grab a snake by the head and chomp down on it before the reptiles even notice that the insect is turned up. And finally, they're basically complete and total psychos. These insects will bite the heads off of their own mates. So why would they think twice about ripping the face off of a snake and sucking out its insides? Number 4. Mother hen battles venomous snake to protect her chicks. This cobra was looking for an easy meal, and spotting a clutch of little fluffy baby chicks, it seemed to have found one. It just hadn't reckoned on the chick's defender-in-chief, aka their mother, being quite such a badass. Moving her chicks to safety, this brave bird kept fighting the snake until each one of her babies was clear of the danger. The cobra keeps up its intense menacing of the fluffy birds, while their mother guides them one by one out of harm's way. She keeps lunging at the snake and presumably cursing it quite extensively, while flapping and distracting it so her chicks can escape. It's an awesome display of multitasking mumming in the face of mortal danger. It seems that despite the snake's very best efforts, it failed to land a bite on the mother hen or grab a tasty chick for its tea, which is amazing given the likely odds of this dangerous cobra against a regular old chicken. But she's one tough mother clucker, braver than anyone could have imagined. Perhaps calling someone chicken isn't quite fair on chickens after all. Number 3. Doberman hurls snake into another dimension. This Doberman is a well-trained dog indeed. As he and his owner take a stroll along a grassy footpath, they happen upon a snake lying across the path in front of them. The man then calls his canine friend back and asks him to get the snake for him. And that is exactly what the Doberman does. He fearlessly bites the snake and sends it hurtling throughout the air as if he were throwing a javelin. And that's the end of that.
I can't walk. Whoa.
It should come as no surprise that a Doberman pinscher is extremely well trained and fearless. Doberman is fast and agile, muscular and powerful, and these animals have a well-deserved reputation as fearsome guard dogs. However, when they're properly trained, Dobermans can be loyal and calm companions. And this guy certainly proves his protector pedigree with his unhesitatingly swift action to remove the dangerous animal from the vicinity of his human. Number 2. Rabbit versus snake. When a snake tried to eat her babies, a mother bunny went hopping mad. A snake had coiled itself successfully around the little rabbits, planning a tasty lunch, when it would be discovered by their mother. And even though a bunny looks fluffy and cute, you don't want to mess with one or her babies. She is fierce. A black rat snake like this one is used to swallowing these kind of furry creatures as a pastime, so it kind of looked like a done deal until mother came home, that is. As soon as the mama saw what was happening, she leapt onto the snake, causing it to release its prey in surprise. You'd probably think that was the end of it, but then that mother bun chases and wrestles the snake away and out of her territory. Who ever knew that rabbits were such good wrestlers? At one point, this incredible rabbit turns a somersault and lands a kick on the offending snake. I'm not really surprised that the snake slunk away after that, probably deciding that it was easier to become a vegetarian than to deal with this level of aggro just for a little snack. Number 1. Iguana versus killer snakes. This incredible escape story first aired on the BBC nature documentary show Planet Earth 2, and it really caught people's imaginations. The small young iguana seems to be in quite a pickle as snakes begin swarming around him. There are snakes everywhere, and they appear to be coming at him from every conceivable direction. What is the little guy to do? Well, apparently snakes can only see when an animal is moving, so if he can just stay completely still, well, no such luck, because he moves and they move. All of them. And it seems like hundreds of them start slithering towards the iguana. He's running, all legs flapping wildly and little heart thumping away, but the snakes are relentless and he seems to be in big trouble. Suddenly, he's coiled in what appears to be a whole heap of serpents, a riding mass of cold-blooded wrestling. Then, just as fast as he was caught, he is again free and scampering at a pace up the side of a cliff and back to safety. It's nothing short of miraculous that he made it out alive, and how much did you enjoy seeing the little guy run? Snakes sometimes need to be taken down a peg or two. Those guys are always going about scaring people or trying to eat cute baby animals, so it's good to see some creatures taking a stand against these bullies of the animal kingdom. Which epic encounter was the most surprising to you? And what other animals do you think could take on a snake and win? Get typing in the comments below and tell me all about your ideas. Also, be sure to check out the other cool stuff showing up on the screen, and I'll see you next time.